What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beast Bailey channel. And today, well, I'm gonna give you guys. It's a little late, but I'm gonna give you guys a game, final game thoughts on the Georgia Florida game. It is early Monday morning as I'm recording this. I had a very busy Saturday night, and had a pretty laid back Sunday, but I wanted to get around to recording this video, and I think this is gonna be the best way to do it. So Georgia won the game 34-7. It was a fairly lackluster game from the offense. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys. The game didn't feel like a win to me. And it's crazy because you might say we won 34-7. Last year they beat us 44-28. Yes, it's amazing. We won the game. We won the game by 27 points. But at the same time, this game really exposed Stetson Bennett. And there's really no reason. I mean, it's not like exposing him is like shocked everybody. Everybody knows that Stetson Bennett really is not the answer. And people know this. I am a Stetson Bennett fan. I like Stetson Bennett. I like his character, his personality. I believe he is a good football player. He's a good quarterback. He's decent. He is not an elite quarterback. And this game showed it. This is not the best defense we've played this season. Florida does some good things. They're an SEC team. The only thing they have going for them is to win the rivalry game. They're 4-4 now. 4-4. They almost went undefeated last year. This team is nowhere near what they were last year. The defense, you could say, is kind of the same. Maybe it might be a little different, but you look at their losses. They lost to Alabama by 2. They lost to Kentucky by 7. They lost to LSU by 7. Georgia is the only team that blew them out of their 4 losses. Georgia's the only one to do it. And you might say, well, what's wrong with that? The problem is our defense saved us this game. Our defense truly won this game for us. They scored 1 touchdown defense. Nakobe Dean had like a 50-yard, 53-yard pick 6, which is pretty awesome to see. But in the span of the last 3 minutes of the second quarter, this game was 3-0 in Georgia's favor. 3-0 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Anthony Richardson fumbled the ball. We picked it up at like the 11, first play, touchdown run. It's 10-0. The next drive, they go down, and Anthony Richardson throws a pick to Nolan Smith. And then I think not the next play, but the next play, Stetson Bennett hit like a 30-yard bomb to Kearis Jackson. Touchdown, 17-0. Then the next drive, we're still in the second quarter. This is happening within 2.5 minutes in the last quarter, like the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. This is literally happening. And the next drive, Anthony Richardson throws the pick 6 with like 20 seconds left in the half. It was literally 3-0. 3 minutes left in the half. 3-0. We go to halftime up 24-0 at half. And you might say, that's awesome. That's a great halftime score. That's what I want to see. The problem is our defense bailed us out. The defense bailed us. And our kicker missed a field goal. Can we please get a kicker? Is that hard to ask for? This guy literally was the MVP last season, and he's literally in the sophomore slump or something. I mean, what's this dude doing? He's missing chip shot field goals, but he can make a 51-yarder, and he's missing these 20, 30-yard field goals. the kicking situation ain't good, and that worries me. When Rodrigo was at Georgia, when Rodrigo Blankenship was at Georgia, I never worried about when we were kicking a field goal. And trust me, he kicked plenty of them when he was there. Trust me, especially 2019. He kicked plenty. He didn't miss many. This dude's missing left and right. He's missed a field goal. It seems like almost every game he'll miss one. So it seems like to me. And not James Cook, Kenny McIntosh. This dude, Kenny McIntosh and Kendall Milton are going to be our 1 and 2 running backs next year, and that worries me a little bit. That worries me. Kenny McIntosh has fumbled every single game he's played in. Now I don't know if that's a true fact, but Kenny McIntosh is the main running back that fumbles the ball. He has fumbled at least 4 or 5 times this season. I mean, he's almost averaging every game he plays, he fumbles. Now, and that's a problem because this dude, I understand, I think he's a sophomore. He might be a redshirt sophomore, might be a redshirt freshman. No, he's not a redshirt freshman. He's probably a true sophomore. I think so. But Kenny, he's very lanky. He reminds me of Sonny Michel. Like his body type is like Sonny Michel. He's just lanky. You know, he's not real big. I mean, Sonny got big when he became a junior, senior. But that's who he reminds me of. I mean, Kendall Milton reminds me of Nick Chubb. Now, are these two guys going to be anything like that? I highly doubt it. But please prove me wrong, Kenny and Kendall. Kendall Milton, please prove me wrong, please. But Kendall didn't play in this game. He was hurt. Kendall Milton and Kenny McIntosh are going to be the 1 and 2 combo next year. Now, we also have Dejon Edwards, who some people say he's probably the best back on the team. And we also have a 5-star running back coming in. I can't think of his name. I'm sorry, I can't think of his name. But he's built, freakishly built. And I'm truly worried about the running back situation next year. I am. I'm not even going to lie. But going back to the game, it was 24-0 at half. 24-0. And the defense scored us 21 points right there at the end of the half. You take away the missed field goals. Florida missed a field goal too. This game could have been 3-0 at half if the defense didn't step up right there at the end of the half. This game could have been 3-0 at half. And then let's say Stetson still came out after being up just 3-0 at half. We scored 1 touchdown with like 3 minutes to go. This game, if our defense did not save us, this game would have finished 10-7. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Now maybe that defense 3-minute drill we ran before half saved Bennett from getting benched, because I'm telling you, if it was 3-0 going into the half and JT did not come out on that field in the third quarter, I'm telling you, Georgia fans are going to rip Kirby to shreds. And they've already been doing it. Like I said, I'm a Bennett guy. I believe in Stetson Bennett. I think he's a great person, great player. He's just not an elite quarterback. And that's a problem. This is not the best defense Georgia has played. And this is the sloppiest offensive game we played all year. Now, say what you want about the Clemson game. Go back and watch that game. JT was wearing a pad under his sweatshirt, under his jersey. He was injured playing that game. We didn't attempt to pass over 15 yards. We literally played that game like it was 1987, and we literally did that and won the game. We ran the ball and played great defense. That's all we did in that game. We did not try to attempt to pass over 15 yards. Now, why didn't we go to another quarterback? I don't know. Clemson's defense is good, but you go back and watch that game. They didn't do anything special. Clemson's defense didn't. They just tackled. All they did. They didn't play elite in that game. They didn't. You can go back and watch that entire game on YouTube. Go back and watch it. JT did not attempt one pass over 15 yards. And all we did was run the ball, and we played great defense. Defense won that game. And so other than that, this was the sloppiest game of the year. Stetson had 2 interceptions. Both of his interceptions were horrible throws. Why are we throwing deep? If our wide receiver doesn't have a step over the DB or safety, why are we throwing with Stetson Bennett? Because the first interception overthrew him, and it was the same player, number 22 for Florida. He caught both picks. The second one was late in the game. And Stetson can hit a wide open receiver like Lab McConkey, Burton, anybody, you name a receiver. They burn the DB or the safety. He'll hit them in stride. But he was throwing the people in double coverage deep, and he was off. And I don't understand it, man. I don't. Like I said, I love Stetson Bennett, awesome dude. But JT needs to start the rest of the season, plain and simple. But before, I'm actually going to make a video about that next, but I'm not going to get too much into that. But Florida, exactly what I said in my prediction video, 2 turnovers, they're losing. They had 3 or 4, I think it was 3, a fumble and 2 interceptions. That is not going to cut you. That is not going to do it for you, buddy. That is not going to do it. Florida couldn't run the ball with the quarterbacks. They tried, really couldn't do anything. Damian Pierce had some good runs. He's a good back. He had some good runs, some explosive runs. And nothing real big, like explosive. I mean, like quick runs. Like, dude, just burst up the middle. I knew Florida was going to get some good stuff out of him. I mean, Damian Pierce is a good running back. He'll be in the NFL. Florida's wide receivers really didn't do nothing. Anthony Richardson started the game, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I said Anthony Richardson had to start the game to win. Well, maybe that's not true. He's just not good. Or Georgia's defense is just too good for him, and that's true. Emory Jones came in. He wasn't. You scored with Emory Jones, but you didn't score Anthony Richardson. Emory scored, with like the last 2 minutes of the game, last minute and a half of the game. That's how long it took Florida, almost 60 minutes to score a touchdown. That's about how every team is. It takes them about 60 minutes. It takes them about 55 minutes to get in the end zone. It's okay, Florida. It's all right. Seriously, it's okay. Yeah. Happy we won. Not a great game. Sloppy game. Defense played phenomenal. And that's the thing. And that's what really kind of gets at me is this is a championship level defense. And the offense is like 30th. I mean, to me, they're not even a top 25 offense. They play like that in this game. Now, they can be. I've seen them play. I've watched every game, and I've seen this team play, and I watched other teams play. And that's the thing. You put this defense on any team, you take this defense and put it on Ole Miss, Ole Miss is winning the national championship. You put this defense on Alabama, Alabama's winning the national championship. You put this defense on Ohio State, they're winning the national championship. You take this defense and put it on any of the top 10 teams, and they're more than likely going to win the national championship because their offenses are good. Most of the offenses in the top 10 are good and great, elite. The most explosive offense, to me, it was Ole Miss. Ole Miss did lose to Auburn. Matt Corral got hurt coming in and out. And Ole Miss it's a weird team, man. They're so inconsistent. And Auburn won that game, so Auburn controls their own destiny. Auburn wins out, they're going to Atlanta to replay Georgia in a rematch. Now, that Alabama-Auburn game, Auburn has a tough one. I think this game's going to be tougher. Auburn has to play Texas A&M this Saturday. That's going to be a tough one. Texas A&M, they got 2 SEC losses, which is unexplainable. They lost to Mississippi State and one other team. I can't think. They lost to Arkansas. You beat Alabama, but you lose to Arkansas and Mississippi State. Unexplainable. if Texas A&M was undefeated, they'd probably be number 1 in the country right now, or number 2. They would be in the top 3 if they were still undefeated, because that would be a pretty good resume. It's unexplainable, man. JT needs to come in and play for Missouri. He needs to. He needs to come in and play, but I don't know, man. Things just don't make no sense. This quarterback situation don't. However, let's go back to the Florida game. Happy we won 34-7. That's a good score. My prediction, I think I said 38-17 in my prediction video, but I actually changed it the day before the game. I changed it to 34-13, and I actually made a bet at work. I betted on that we would score 47 total points between both teams, as we were betting on was the points. And you take away Florida's missed field goal and Georgia's missed field goal, I nailed it right on at 47 points. So if Georgia would have made that, it would have been 37, and Florida would have had 10. I would have nailed the 47 points, but I came up 6 points short of the total. Sucks, but hey. Yeah, I predicted 34 points, though. I did. I got a picture to prove it. We wrote all our scores down on the board and took a picture. And I wait, because there's like 6 of us. We put $20 in. And so, I predicted the offense. I figured Florida would get a touchdown or 2 or a couple field goals. Heck, they should have had 13. I would have nailed that too. That's what's crazy. You know, I literally almost, if Florida had made the 2 field goals, I predicted the game 34-13. Predicted it. Either or, you know, they leave Georgia's missed field goals at the table. I literally, because I predicted 34-13 in the day before. I changed it and almost nailed it. It was crazy. Almost nailed it, but anyway, that's all I got to say about the Florida game. Florida's 4-4. They're probably going to finish 7-5. They got their games left. They got Florida State. That's the rivalry game. They got South Carolina. South Carolina's 4-4 too. South Carolina, Florida. That's going to be a battle. Those teams are battling for a bowl game. So that's bowl game battle for them too. So I'm pretty sure Florida's going to come out on top of that game. Hopefully. But yeah, Georgia's got Mizzou next. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm going to make a video next. So be on the lookout for that. Peace.